guys. Good afternoon. Yan, good afternoon. Welcome to UE Manila, Department of Tourism and Hospitality Management. Welcome STI College Novaliches. Sir Joseph, good afternoon. From Icon School Magsaysay Alicia Isabela. Ayan. Good afternoon. Justin Joy from the University of Manila. Ayan. Welcome. Good afternoon, Universal College of Parañaque. JM, we can start in about 2 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Let us begin this program with a prayer to be followed by the national anthem.
Lord, thank you for this day, for the presence of everyone in this call. For once again, we are gathered and given the opportunity to appreciate life and your words. Forgive us for our shortcomings and cleanse our hearts as we learn and live your words and example. Father, bless our endeavors, especially today's meeting. May you guide us in our discussions, and may you enlighten our minds in every decision that we make. Give us your grace that we may effectively do our parts for your greater glory. All this we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
Welcome to Department of Tourism and Hospitality Management, University of the East Manila, webinar entitled The 12 Pillars of Lasting Confidence.
We would like to thank all the participants who joined us for today's webinar. As per our registration profile, we have with us, of course, students and also faculty members from different schools and universities. Dr. Yanga College Incorporation, Icon School, STI College Novaliches, Cebu Technological University, Isabela State University, Kawayan City Campus, Mindanao Service Cooperation Incorporation, Central University of Haryana, IRIS, Mariners Polytechnic Colleges, Centro Escolar University, Cebu Normal University, Camarines Norte State College, Negros Oriental State University, University of Santo Tomas, University of Baguio, University of Manila, Polytechnic University of the Philippines, Quirino State University, Capiz State University, Sigma Satellite Campus College, Urdaneta City University, First City Providential College, Nueva Vizcaya State University, Our Lady of Fatima University, Nicosat Colleges, Leyte Normal University, VMI Global College, Lyceum of the Philippines, Parañaque City College, and also the university we came from, University of the East. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat.
So without further ado, let us hear the inspirational words of Associate Dean Mr. Rene Salveña, the Associate Dean of College of Arts and Sciences, for his opening remarks.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, may I greet everyone a pleasant afternoon, and may I give a special welcome remark for our beautiful speaker, Ms. Aldivar. First, allow me to congratulate the organizers of this webinar. Having organized seminars myself many times, I know how difficult it is to organize one like this. Although I suppose this time, since it is online, there's no need to go through the rigid bureaucracy of the University of the East and the gigantic task of setting up the venues for the seminar and the cocktail that follows. Nevertheless, there is still the needed skill to put these things together to make a successful webinar. So congratulations to those who organized this, and to the participants. Please make the most of the ideas presented and learn to avoid embarrassing mistakes in the future if ever you are put on that same occasion. So good luck, everyone, and welcome to this webinar.
Thank you so much, Professor Associate Dean Mr. Rene Salveña, for those inspiring words. Just a reminder for today's participants, first, kindly turn off your microphones while the webinar is ongoing. Please make sure to accomplish our activity evaluation. The link for the evaluation form will be given out before ending the webinar. The evaluation form link will only be available for 1 hour after ending this webinar. Please wait 3 to 5 days for us to send out your digital e-certificate. So that is our 4 guidelines.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am your host for today's webinar entitled The 12 Pillars of Lasting Self-Confidence. And of course, I am with my co-host, Mr. John Mark Mendez, Carissa de Guzman, and Mr. Marlo Lester Famatiga, who will be introducing our guest speaker for today.
She graduated at De La Salle Araneta University with a degree of Bachelor of Science Marketing Management. She is also Miss World Philippines 2016 Top 10 finisher, Miss Dapitan 2015, former Wawa Win host, diva artist. Let us all welcome our speaker for today, Miss Sheena M. Saldivar.
Yes. Naririnig ba ako ng lahat? Hello? Good
Yes.
afternoon to everyone.
Good afternoon.
So my talk for today is all about 12 pillars of lasting self-confidence. So bakit ito yung napili kong i-talk for today? Because in our society right now is like hindi na tayo masyadong lumalabas, hindi na tayo nakikipag-communicate masyado to each and everyone in our school, in our work. So I think na yung self-confidence or self-esteem natin is naglo-low as of today because bring yun, 1 year, hindi ka masyado lumalabas ng bahay, hindi ka masyado nakikipag-communicate sa mga ibang tao. So for today is the 12 pillars. What is a pillar? It is structure up your self-confidence. It is the lasting self-confidence that we can use in everyday lives, in our work, and in our school. So yeah, let's get started with our video. So ayan, napakilala naman na ako. Paki-next po yung yan. Paki-play na lang po yung video.
Today, I found the truth.
Good morning, class. In today's lesson, we will be speaking about Plato's allegory of the cave. In Plato's allegory, he talks about human beings living in a cave. All their life, from their childhood, they've been chained up in such a way that they cannot move their bodies, and all they can see in front of them is a dark wall. Because they have never been outside of this cave, all they know about life is this dark wall. However, one day, a slave is released, and he discovers a whole new world outside of the cave. And because he is now the enlightened one, his job is to come and free those that are still trapped in the cave.
Look, think about it like this. The front row consists of kings, bishops, queens, pretty much the people in charge of the country. The second row is made up of pawns. The pawns are the least important and are pretty much what the leaders use to protect and benefit themselves. They're meant to be used for your own advantage.
forget your red mask. Put it on. And now I pass you on to Carla with the segment on the terrors of personality.
Today, the truth found me.
Okay, are we done with the video? So, what is the video all about? So, we have our own masses. We have our own mass that we show to other people in our society because we want to be accepted. We want to show them that isa tayo sa kanila. Parang katulad nila tayo. Para ma-accept nila tayo. So, yun yung sinasabi ng video na pero pag nasira yung mask na yun yung pinapakita mo sa ibang tao. I mean, hindi na rin ganun yung tingin nila sa'yo. So, as a whole, di ba, pinapakita nila na tinanggal niya yung mask, nakita siya ng ibang tao. So, you have to accept yourself first. Na tanggalin mo yung mask sa sarili mo, yun yung ipakita mo sa ibang tao. So, the self-confidence will continue in yourself. So, what are the first pillar for lasting self-confidence? Our first is, next slide. Be more self-aware. So if we are kung alam natin sa sarili natin kung ano yung dapat nating baguhin, kung ano ba yung dapat nating ayusin sa ating sarili. I mean, dun maaano yung self-doubt eh. Kung ano yung dapat mong ayusin sa sarili mo, kung ano yung dapat mong gawin para malabanan mo yung mga self-doubt sa sarili mong pag-iisip and to your future. So you have your full control in your life because no one will say to you that mali ka sa ganito, mali ka sa ganyan. So ikaw lang ang makakapagsabi ng sa sarili mo. You have your own full control about yourself. Not other person will say that to you. But just only yourself. So yeah. And the next one is get to know yourself, discover yourself, and acknowledge your value, beliefs, and strength. So, in discovering yourself, ano ba yung mga ginagawa mo? Saan ka magaling? Saan ka hindi magaling? It's about all of that. Pwede mo siyang isulat kung hindi mo maisip, hindi mo lang maiisip ng just one click. So, pwede mo siyang isulat, discover yourself, saan ba ako magaling, saan ba ako hindi magaling. Because you're the only person who can say that to you. You're the only person who know that. So, just be comfortable for who you truly are. Because if you are not comfortable with who you are, and you will have nothing. You are nothing. You're not you. It's just like that. So, kasi parang ako, mas nasasabi ko to kasi when I was young, I was just bullied and I don't know kung saan ako magaling. I don't excel in my studies and I so feel like dumb. And ang masasabi ko, humanap ako kung saan ako magaling, in which is pageantry, in my extracurricular activities, and in public speaking. So I excel in that. So I focus on that matter and I focus on my talent. So nung nalaman ko yung core ko, doon ko nakita na nagbo-boost yung self-confidence ko. I can speak publicly, I can debate, I can join pageant because I have my core and I know what my talent is. So yeah. The next one is accept yourself. Because acceptance is starting within yourself. It's always within yourself. No one else will accept you for who you are, just yourself. So until you accept yourself, other will accept you. So because you have an amazing qualities and you don't have to be perfect to be loved and to be happy. You just have to be you. You just have to love yourself for others to love you. And I think that is like a wonderful experience if you truly love yourself for who you are, and you can maaano mo tawag dito, mas mag-excel ka sa buhay mo, mas mag-excel ka sa ibang mga bagay if you love you who you are. Yeah, I think that is. Next one. So mabilis lang to Realize that no one is better than you. I'm not saying na mas magaling ako dyan. Wala nang mas gagaling pa sa akin. It's not about like being mayabang, but because you are amazing just who you are, and there is no one like you. Just what I said earlier, and you have to love yourself, and you realize that you are your own enemy. You are your own competition. No one is your competition but yourself. You have to excel on something. You have to be better for yourself, not to other people. Because if you're doing that, you're doing it in a wrong way. So, kasi ako, in my experience in pageantry, I experienced a lot of, syempre may competition, I compete with Catriona na Gray, but in that time, hindi ko dinamdam yung pagpapageant ko. I just enjoy it. Ang ginawa ko lang is I have to be better for myself. What can I do? What is my talent? When can I show them? I just bond with my co-candidates. I always won the Miss Congeniality Award because hindi ko tinitreat yung pageant as a competition itself. Tinitreat ko siya to gain friends, to gain a family. Just like Carissa, one of your hosts for today, nakilala ko siya sa pageant. So, 2017 pa yan, anong petsa na, di ba? Parang, ako kasi I treat my co-candidates as my friends, as my sisters. Because in a pageant, I only treat me as my competition. So, next. Be authentic, 100% yourself. So embrace your uniqueness. Know where you grow and be authentic because you have zero competition but yourself, of course. So be authentic. Just be yourself. Ako kasi I am just being myself. Hindi ako I don't want to be fake. My identity, kung ano lang ako, yun ang hihahain ko sa tao. And by that, if they will love you, then good. If not, and then it's okay because hindi mo kailangan maging fake just for the people to love you. You just have to be yourself. Paulit-ulit ko na sinasabi, but yeah, it's just being yourself, and then you will have the self-confidence that you will need for the rest of your life, for your work and for your studies and for your own endeavors in life. You just have to be authentic. Next. And of course, by that, look at your accomplishments. Because hindi dapat yung failings mo lang yung nakikita mo. You just have to see your accomplishments. As what I said earlier, look at your core. Look at where you grow and and kung saan ka magaling. Because if you will see that way, and if tinignan mo yung mga accomplishments mo, ay, ang dami ko na palang nagawa kaysa doon sa mga hindi ko pa nawala po. Look at your achievements, di ba? Parang titingnan mo kung ano yung mas tama kaysa doon sa mga nagawa mong mali. But never, hindi mo naman i-disregard yung mga kamalian na nagawa mo in your failings, because that is growing. Pero titingnan mo, mas titingnan mo yung brighter side of your life and the brighter side of life. And I think that is living a positive life, and I think that you will have your self-confidence that you will need. Next one. Of course, take action, because titingnan mo nga na your lack of self-confidence, your lack of that and this, and you have to face your fears. Because ako, nung bata ako, hindi ko kaya makapagsalita sa harap ng maraming tao. I mean, I was a shy kid before, and I was bullied, and hindi ko talaga kaya magsalita ng ganito. So, you have to face your fears. Ano ba yung mga fears mo sa buhay? Ano yung mga hindi mo pa nagagawa? You have to challenge yourself. You have to face it, because you will not grow if you are just inside the box. You're inside in your own world. You have to face it. Like, you have to get outside of the box and take action in what you are want to do in your life. And I think that way you will encourage and you will excel in everything that you want to achieve. And remember that you will be okay no matter what. If you fail, and that's a lesson, and then if you excel, and that's good. And I think that is and I think pag nag-excel ka, you will gain the self-confidence that you will need. And if mag-fail ka, then it's okay. Then you can try again and try again until you succeed and get what you want. Next. Of course, be empathetic 24/7. Understand that everyone is trying to have their needs met, and no need to take things personally anymore, and never really and it's never really against you. I think when you seek help, and that's where we're losing self-confidence, and takot tayo magtanong sa ibang tao, takot tayo to seek help. And I think na kung hindi man nila mabigay sa'yo, hindi dahil hindi nila gusto. I mean, may mga iba-iba tayong ginagawa sa buhay, lalo na ngayon na may pandemic. I think being empathetic is a need to everyone, because syempre lahat tayo may pangangailangan, lahat tayo humingi ng tulong. I think na yung self-confidence natin bumababa, and if we need help. And I think we don't want to take it personally if hindi tayo matulungan or hindi tayo makatulong sa ibang tao. So, yeah, just be empathetic. Next one. So understand your emotion. This is really important if we want a long lasting self-confidence, because minsan hindi natin alam yung emotions natin na nagagamit na natin na hindi maganda. Nakakapagsabi na tayo na hindi magaganda sa ibang tao or sa mga kasama natin, sa mga mahal natin sa buhay. So we have to understand the positive intention of every kind of emotion. So if may mga na-meet kang tao or may mga kasama ka ngayon, you have to control your behavior. You have to understand your behavior. If I do this, ano ba mangyayari? You have to in every emotion that you will give and every behavior that you will to other person, kailangan makita mo yung consequences ng mga emotions mo. Lalo na pagkagalit ka, lalo na pagka-sad ka, or even pag masaya ka. Minsan may mga nagagawa tayong mali. Minsan may mga nagagawa tayong hindi tama dahil sa mga emotions natin. Kasi pag hinayaan natin yung emotions na yan in our actions, minsan hindi nagiging maganda. So, kailangan natin pag-isipan lahat ng gagawin natin with our emotion and our behavior. Kasi katulad ko, hindi yung behavior ay yung emotions ko minsan napapangunahan ko talaga, and I think that is bad. So ang ginawa ko, sinulat ko yung mga bad behaviors ko, yung mga bad traits ko. So inisa-isa ko siya, and I think that it helps me to be a better person. And because pagka nagkaroon ka ng mga bad behaviors or bad emotions na napangunahan mo, I think yun din nakaka-affect ng self-confidence mo eh. Because if you will, pagka may mga ginawa kang mali, syempre yung self-confidence mo doon sa taong yun, hindi na ganun ka-strong. So I think dapat lahat ng mga ginagawa natin is pinag-iisipan mabuti. So next. Of course, take care of yourself. Have time for yourself. Get some recharge to your soul. What I think is you have to take care. Syempre, take care of your body and take care of your soul. And I think that the most important is to take care of your soul. And ano pa yun? And it's praying. And it's praying to God na pag ask for His help, because I think other than yourself, yung makakatulong sa'yo is your faith in God, and that is taking care of your soul. And I think that is very much wonderful rather than taking care of what you look like, because I mean that is important also in having self-confidence, but I think what is more wonderful is taking care of your soul and having your faith in God. And I think that will give you a much self-confidence that you will need in your all endeavors in life and all what you're doing right now. And of course, right now in our what we face right now, the pandemic, and I think that the faith will give you a much self-confidence. Thank you. Next. Of course, this the very important is practice the skill. If you think that you meron ka ng self-confidence, you have to practice it. Ako kasi, ang ginawa ko, I was a shy person nga, di ba? So, my first pageant, I was just bullied and sinali lang nila ako because they want to bully me. Gusto nila akong pagtawanan on stage. So, what I did is, I have to practice it. Una, kinakabahan ako, syempre, hindi ko talaga, meron talaga akong self-doubt sa sarili ko na, I don't know, don't think that I can do this. So, I just practice it. Tinignan ko lang kung ano yung kaya kong gawin. And then I think na na-conquer ko yung self-doubt ko sa sarili ko. And I think doon ako nag-grow as a person. And doon ko na-develop yung self-confidence ko sa pagsali ng mga competitions, ng mga debate, ng mga pageants. And I think na it really helps me because I practice it all the time. Actually, minsan kahit sa classroom lang when I was in college, talagang pina-practice ko siya. Lagi akong, sige ako na magre-report, sige ako na dyan in public speaking. Kasi I think yun yung makaka-help sa akin to gain self-confidence. So, alamin natin kung saan tayo magigain ng self-confidence and just practice it every time na meron kang pagkakataon, practice it. And I think that you will improve on it. Yeah. Next. So, our last one, last na to, mabilis lang. Have self-confidence heroes. Look up 2 to 3 of your superhero confidence heroes that imagine what they would do or feel in your situation. I say heroes, not the heroes. I mean, someone that you look up. Siguro, yung dad mo, siguro mga artista. Kasi, you look up to a person. And nasa hard situation ka or moments of this. Ano gagawin kay Jennifer Lawrence. And tumaba ako. Sasabihin ko, ano gagawin ni Jennifer Lawrence? Tumaba siya. Yung bagay, give you sa buhay ko ngayon. Hindi, ito, ng mga actually have alam mo after yung nakalong sa akin
So guys, I think Miss Shena has a problem to his internet connection. I think let's proceed to our Ayun, wala na nga si Miss Shena.
Yes, for now, we are trying to revive or reconnect the speaker or our speaker for this afternoon's webinar. But for now, we would like to acknowledge our schools, Miss Carissa.
Good afternoon to the Universal College of Parañaque. Thank you for participating to our webinar. Good afternoon, Icon School Magsaysay Alicia Isabella.
May we proceed for the awarding of participant certificate, please? The QR code.
Ayun na, sir. Ano na siya, na si Miss Shena is trying to reconnect. Ayun na po.
Hello, sorry, nag-reconnect. Saan ba ako nawala?
Sa may
last.
last na po, last part na po.
Sa last part. Okay. So, hindi ko na-tackle, hindi ko na ano to?
Yes po.
Okay. Sorry, nawala. Have self-confidence heroes. Look up to 2 to 3 super confident heroes. I think na having this self-confident heroes is someone you look up for and someone tinitingnan mo to gain self-confidence. And it is your idol, it is your someone that you look up. I think it's your dad and anyone na you look up. And I think it will really helps you because it really helps me because I just gave birth to my first child and there is a lot of changes in my life, a lot of changes in my body. And I think that having someone that I look up like Solen Yusuf and Curtis, yung mga socialite na who just gave birth then. And I think it really helps me to gain my self-confidence again because they're just like a normal person like me. So I think it really helps me a lot to gain a lot of self-confidence as a new mom. And I think it will help you too to have your self-confidence heroes. So yeah. And that's it. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, I'm here to answer. And I think that these 12 pillars of lasting self-confidence will help you in your future endeavors in life. And thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sheena Zaldivar, for that informative and relevant talk. Super makaka-relate ang lahat sa topic mo today. During the registration, we've asked the participants to submit questions they might want to ask you. And here are the most relevant questions we've chosen.
First question is from Julie Ann YOD from Camarines Norte State College. Her question is, what are the things that I should do to have a better self-confidence?
I think in my talk, you can achieve your self-confidence by knowing your core. Kung saan ka magaling, kung saan ka magiging confident. And para sa akin and dun magsisimula yung self-confidence mo if you are confident in what you are doing and what you're kung ano yung core mo, kung ano yung kaya mong gawin. So I think yung alamin mo kung saan ka nag-excel and go for it. And I think you will have self-confidence that you need.
The second question is from PH Balino from Colegio de Santa Ana de Victorias. Her question is, what will you advise to everyone to pursue their dreams?
I think in pursuing dreams, di ba kailangan nga natin self-confidence, pero in pursuing dreams, you have to take action eh. Kasi dreams lang yan kung you won't take actions. In pursuing it, you have to have your, of course, your core. Ano ba talaga yung gusto mong gawin? Ano ba talaga, are you decided to go for it or not? Kailangan you are decided and kailangan dun ka nakadiretso. You won't look on any other way but that dream. And I think that's it.
The third question is from Joseph Odelon Hermitanio. His question is, what greatest courage that you may share and give to our students and the people around you that suffers deep depression and sorrow and pain in this COVID-19 pandemic?
Again?
What greatest courage that you may share and give to our students and the people around you that suffer deep depression and sorrow and pain in this COVID-19 pandemic?
Okay. So ngayon, syempre may pandemic tayo, ang daming wala ng trabaho, ang daming hindi nakakapasok sa school. And yung mga nangyayari sa mundo natin, I think it will just pass. Yung mga nakakaramdam ng depression, it's okay. Lahat tayo nagdadaan sa mga iba't ibang pagsubok sa buhay. And I think having a depression is really hard. And I think that seeking help to other people and to other person and opening up what's on your mind and what you're facing right now is a really good help for you to get past through it. And lahat yan magdadaan lang. Lahat itong nangyayari sa napagdadaanan natin lahat ngayon. Lahat ng mga paghihirap na napagdadaanan natin, it will just pass. And darating yung araw na you will look back at it and wala na. Tapos na. Napagdaanan mo na. And kailangan mo lang ngayon talaga is mapagsasabihan and mga kaibigan, and you just have to open up yourself para so they can help you. Thank you. Next. May question pa ba?
The last question will be from Jaya T. Ventula from the University of Manila. Her question is, what is the feeling of being chosen as one of the speakers today?
Actually, when they asked me to speak for today and tsaka napili ko tong topic na to because I'm facing a lot of like self-doubt today. I know it's like a cliche as made it sound, but I think this talk really helps me for gaining my self-confidence again and so I can share it to other people to gain self-confidence also and stop doubting themselves. And I think this talk is really wonderful for the both parties, and I think you can use it in your future endeavors in life. And thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Sheena M. Saldivar, for the insightful answers. And thank you also for dear participants for your great questions.
Reminder for participants in getting your e-certificate. Flash on your screen right now is the link for the evaluation form that you need to accomplish in order to get your e-certificate. Please take a photo of the link or QR code and try to access it later after the webinar. Kindly also please note that the certificate of participation will only be issued to registered participants who have completed at least 80% attendance to the webinar. Processing time of digital certificates will take at least 3 to 5 working days upon receipt of the evaluation form. And let us now proceed to the awarding of e-certificates for the speaker.
University of the East, College of Arts and Sciences, Department of Tourism and Hospitality Management, award the Certificate of Appreciation to Ms. Sheena M. Zaldivar for her invaluable sharing as the guest speaker for today's webinar, entitled The 12 Pillars of Lasting Self-Confidence, held today, February 15, 2021, via Zoom, signed by Dr. Justina M. Evangelista, the Dean of UE College and Arts and Sciences. Again, thank you so much.
And of course, we've come to the end of our program. Let us call Mr. Marlo Lester Famatiga for the closing remarks.
It's been a pleasure with all of you today. Thank you all for your patience and cooperation. I wish you all a very good afternoon. Thank you again, everyone. God bless.
Thank you so much, Mr. Malo Lester Pamatiga. And of course, thank you again, Miss Sheena M. Saldivar, for lending us your time this morning. Thank you, everyone. See you again on our next webinar. Once again, flash on your screen is the evaluation form link that you must accomplish to get your e-digital digital certificate. This link is only available for only 1 hour after this webinar. Kindly take a screenshot. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Miss
Thank you,
Sheena.
Ma'am Sheena. God bless po.
God bless. Thank you. Stay safe.
Bye, guys.